come from a background from my earliest times as a lawyer of finding racial discrimination and gender discrimination an abomination. And the work that I do in the Constitutional Court, were I to be appointed, would reflect that and would contribute to addressing racial discrimination where it continues to exist and gender discrimination where it continues to exist. In terms of the numerical answer, and I don't think transformation is only about numbers. Of course, there's nothing about the fact that I can do, that I'm white and I'm male. I explained my position at the previous interview. I don't want to cover that ground again. I am an African.
And I think I'm a woman judge. I think that's important for the court to be equipped with more women judges. I will, as a woman judge, add to the representativity of that court and the diversity of the court. I think it's very important not to just pay lip service to the issue of gender, but to actually make appointments of strong, competent women. You don't only appoint women because they are women and for the sake of being women, but you appoint women that are competent, that are skilled in a particular area of law, and that are committed to the objectives of the Constitution.
Thank you. Thanks.
I think it is lamentable that so long after the advent of democracy, when we have a section that expressly states that the need to ensure that the composition of the judiciary matches the demographics of the Republic, there is still no gender parity at the Constitutional Court. In short, my understanding of Section 174 is that the court, the Constitutional Court, I want to confine myself to the Constitutional Court. The Constitutional Court must match the rest of South Africa. If you look at the Constitutional Court, then it should be a reflection of our country, but at the moment, it is not. Back then, what was stated was that the pool was limited, but Chief Justice, I think you know too that the pool is not limited. The pool in relation to the appellate court is not limited because you draw from the High Court, where there are female judges already. You draw from the Supreme Court of Appeal, where there are female judges already. You draw from the Supreme Court of Appeal and you get a female justice who has been a judge for 15 years. So I'll just conclude by saying with all humility, Chief Justice, and all those who know me know that I'm a humble person. I'm saying this with all humility, that I think now is the time.
If Justice Meyer, as the President has foreshadowed, were appointed as the Deputy Chief Justice, one would then have 9 black people and 4 women. In that context, I'm saying how you appoint 2 further members to that court isn't going to make, if one used who can make the best contribution rather than striving to achieve, as it were, a quota, then I personally would think that judicial excellence and contribution to the court would be more important. I don't for a minute suggest that in this country we could have a court of 11 white justices.
I think experience is always helpful. I think we have had examples of very, very good judges who have had little or no experience and discharged their judicial functions with great distinction. But it is always helpful to have experience, and I'm particularly grateful that I have had 2 years on the Supreme Court of Appeal and have now had the opportunity to act in the Constitutional Court. I don't think, in other words, that You can never have an appointment without the requisite experience, but I think that it is helpful, and it has been helpful.